Hey, what is good, TGG fans? Welcome back to another TGG lineup guide. This time we have Phoenix, and we'll be teaching you how to light up Haven. If you haven't already, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment if you knew any of these lineups down below in the comments. In this lineup guide, we will be primarily focusing on Phoenix's Hot Hands and Blaze, being his Molly and Wall abilities respectively. These are the most important to get right on Phoenix, so you can zone off enemies and use his utility to full effect. So are you ready to set Haven alight? Let's go. The first lineup we will start with is an attacking A-site Hot Hands lineup. This will clear the Cubby on A-site at the top of A sewers. You will need to begin at the top of A long on the stone pile, just by the sandbags. Stand against the edge of the wall, on the edge of the stones. Look over to where A heaven is. You will see the building is on fire. Hopefully that wasn't Phoenix. Locate the middle of the row of gray tiling and aim at the top right of it. Your crosshair should be in line with the yellow wall below. Once you throw your hot hands, you will see it drop at the top of A sewers. This is a really common place for defenders to hold A sewers from, so if you use this and then push up A long, your team in A sewers will easily be able to back you up. The next A-site lineup is a Blaze lineup for rushing A-site from A long. Stand halfway up the ramp leading to A-site from A long on the left. You'll need someone to smoke off A heaven, otherwise you will die with your Blaze out. Aim your crosshair at the middle of the two green boxes you can see in the middle of A-site, and then quickly curve the Blaze wall left. This will give you a free push onto A-site, which will get you safely to the back of A-site. This means it's a lot harder for defenders to defend if you're behind them. Moving over to the attacking lineups for B-site, the first one will utilize Phoenix's Blaze Wall ability once again. This will cut off A link from B-site. Stand on the edge of the Cubby, at the top of the mid-courtyard to start off. Aim at the top left of the entryway from A link to B-site and throw the Blaze. This means you have a lot fewer angles to worry about, so focus on anyone on B-site or rotating from C-site. C-site attacking lineups are next, and this next Blaze lineup will help you get out of C garage and onto C-site with relative safety. As you push onto C-site from C garage, hover near the right-hand wall. Aim your crosshair just at the edge of the wall opposite, where it connects with the metal platform at the back of the C-site. Run forward and throw the Blaze and curve it right. It'll block off the right-hand side of the C-site and allow you to get to the middle of the C-site without danger of dying. Just remember to check the close left corner as you enter. This final attacking lineup for Phoenix on Haven is a post-plant Hot Hands for the default plant position. Stand against the wall of the entryway to B-site from C-link. You will see a small rock face of a mountain in the background if you look towards the default plant position. Place your crosshair on the top left of this, then move the crosshair a little left. Run forward and jump throw to complete the move. The Hot Hands Molly will land on the default plant position, preventing any sort of defusing that the enemy defenders try, so you should be good to claim the round win. Phoenix is a very good agent once you know some of his lineups for every map, so although these Haven lineups are great, you'll need lineups for other maps too. We have full lineup guides on our YouTube channel and the official TGG website for Phoenix on Ascent, Bind, Breeze, Icebox, Split, Fracture, and Pearl as well. Moving over to the defensive Phoenix lineups on Haven, we are once again going all the way back to A-site. This first lineup is a retake Hot Hands lineup. On Haven, it is very common for you to have to play a retake situation due to having to be spread out with 3 different spike sites. Stand in the corner just outside B-site in A-link. Aim up at the wires with light bulbs hanging down in front of you. You'll want to aim at the top wire and the first light from the left. Then lower your crosshair slightly, so you are between the 2 wires. Run forward and jump throw. The Hot Hands will slow down an enemy push, as they will have to plant somewhere else. This will also ruin enemy post-plant lineups if they have to plant in a different position. So if there's an attacking Killjoy or Viper, then this is a great Hot Hands lineup. Our last A-site lineup of the video is another retake lineup, as if you are rotating from B-site or C-site. It will land in the close right corner in the deep pocket on A-site. Stand by the small box in A-link, just outside the A-site choke point. Aim upwards at the corner of the roof above, and then at the right-handmost leaf, near the top of the branch. Draw 2 lines where these 2 meet in the sky, and then throw. This is hard, but it can be done quickly with enough practice. Sure enough, the Hot Hands Molly will land directly in the close right corner, meaning you have one less angle to worry about when trying to push back onto A-site. In our penultimate section of the video, we have the defensive side Phoenix lineups for B site. The first of which will be a hot hands lineup to prevent a push from mid-courtyard. Position yourself behind the wooden wall at the back of B site, just in the middle. You will need to aim at the top of the wooden beams in the middle of the wall opposite, on the lower panel, then throw. When you run around, you will see the hot hands block the whole of the entryway from mid-courtyard to B site, so you can delay an enemy push and buy time for your team to rotate. The last B site lineup will help you out in a pinch. More often than not, you'll be left alone to defend B site, with 2 players defending A site and 2 on C site. Occasionally you can get trapped at the back of B site, and this is the worst place to be, so this Blaze lineup will help you out in a sticky situation. Stand where we stood for the last lineup. Aim at the left side of the entryway from C link to B site. Throw the Blaze down and curve it left. You should be able to safely get out. This is important, as it is better to play a retake situation with your team than face certain death in a 1v5. Finally, we have 2 awesome hot hands mollies for C site. The first of which is for C Cubby, halfway up C long. Stand in the default position on C site, right up against the green box. This is a little tricky, but stick with us. Locate the rough middle of the alternating square patterns at the top of the wall above. Your crosshair should be just left of the double-stacked green boxes. Now raise your crosshair until you are just below the squares, then simply jump and throw. The hot hand is a large molly, so it will cover the whole of C Cubby. So if any attackers are lurking in there, you or another teammate can peek at C long and grab some free kills. The final lineup of the video and the second lineup of the C site lineups is once again for C Cubby. This time, however, you will actually be behind your enemies. On Haven, it's really easy to flank the attacking team due to the nature of the map, so you find yourself in a situation where you can flank a lot. In C lobby, there are some hay bales and some stacked stone bricks in a garage. Stand against the middle of the stone bricks. Turn around and aim up at the horizontal branch of the tree. Right in the middle, you will see a small stump sticking out of the top of the branch. Aim at this, and then raise your crosshair until you are high up in the leaves. You'll need to jump throw once again, and it will have the same results as the previous lineup. The enemies will be so concerned about getting out of the hot hands molly that you can easily swing in and grab a bunch of free kills. So that's all, but hopefully you can see how important lineups are on Haven. So if you want more lineups for different agents on Haven, we have got you covered. We have detailed and in-depth lineup guides for Killjoy, Raze, Viper, Brimstone, KO, Sova, and Fade on Haven 2. With any luck, these lineups will take your gameplay as Phoenix on Haven to the next level. So next time Haven comes up as the map in ranked, you know you are good to go. From all of us here at The Global Gaming, goodbye for now.